Hi, welcome to the Pursuit of Truth. It's a sunny day, as you can see, in 2015, South Africa. And just another quick one because I only have a little bit of data left on the Telkom card, and the 101 thing doesn't really work here that much. Aiden had a diarrhea. I suspect it's because of the no electricity, no water. Luckily they've got a Jojoba, like big tank. They can store up the water when it's running on the weekends. Obviously it stays in there, goes through hose pipes. People shouldn't be living like that, but people even live worse than that around the world. Unnecessarily, as I would say, on these things. But it's difficult to wash your hands, boil water all the time, and have enough water because you've got to save it for bathing, eating, cooking. And I think the tank has 10 litres, which just about lasts a week. And of course it went off early this time on Sunday. So we went to a school, and it's interesting how different it is. If you went to a UK school with some international travellers, they wouldn't just let you in. Here they just showed us around. They let Aniki do a speech. She did a great speech about equality, about looking after women, about being proud to be black, not going to prison, doing well in education. I wish I had the guts to stand up and do a speech. I could have said about Ubuntu and us all being one and all that kind of thing, and then I would have gotten those minds. But I'm not as confident as she is, which is a shame because I could have said something good about that. But it was interesting. The school, each class has one teacher, 80 children, and they complain with Alina and Aiden, especially Alina, because of neurodiversity, how they don't have enough teachers and things, and they've got like one teacher, 2 teaching assistants, only 30 students, and they still complain, whereas here there's 80 children, 1 teacher. But the kids were very well behaved, much better than they are in the UK, but I guess because education is much more important here, because it's the difference between living and starving, or living at least a good life or not. So that's why they take it more seriously, whereas obviously in the West, there's all these handouts, so I guess education isn't, I don't know, maybe they're just very strict here and that's why, but it just struck me, like they were talking about the roof the teacher gave up its class, staff room class, to give to the kids because they've got too many kids. And of course education is the most important thing, especially like for the system that we live in, where you need the money. If you don't have people working, you don't get the tax, you don't get the money to do all these things. Obviously, I think South Africa has 50% unemployment, which is quite a lot. But I think it's because the education system it's not always mandatory. I don't know if that's changed, but I'm just seeing that one class, 8 kids, 1 teacher, and they do so well. When they were asking for donations for a leaky roof and this, that and the other. But there's no way in the UK they would ever even let you in or even speak to the kids. Unfortunately I didn't film. I could have filmed them. They said afterwards you could have done. I was assuming like in the UK you're not allowed to, so I just didn't. But yeah, this is how different life is, and this is a developing country. Imagine if you went to, in the system of the West's third world country, undeveloped is it what they call it? How much suffering is going on there? And like I always say, it's unnecessary because we have the resources, we have the brains, we have the minds, we've worked out how to do all these things. It just only happens in the rich countries, which have put themselves, I don't know, I assume, those ones who travelled around and made all the systems and made their money higher than everyone else's and took all the gold from other countries and took all the resources and used the things and put themselves in a better position. I don't think it's by accident that this is the way it's come out. But it's not fair, is it? Anyway, take it easy. God rest in peace.